So I'm just double checking info before I do anything else. Bloody hell, golden hand scratches for you, mister. So my cat was in a grump today and get around to give me a beating. Last time we did a bunch more side quests, and today I think we're going to actually be doing some loyalty missions and going and exploring around the different hub rails. Just double check my money. It's not as much as I like, but hopefully we can get some more as we go to the Moon of Watson, Franklin. Where we take down some goddamn terrorists. You tired, boy? Now we need some tech people, so...
Like some serious fighting here. Can do.
Why are they prison guards for? It's not a prison. Shit. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, for fuck.
On my way.
For fuck's sake.
This should soften them up. Perfect.
Fuck's sake!
Firing now. I've lost shield.
No. Lucky, quite an easy door to hack. Better turn invisible.
Engaging target.
Okay, activating hacking to activate the kill switch.
There is only one remaining kill switch code. Therefore, only one missile can be stopped. Use the kill switch code to save your selected target.
That did it.
Wait a minute, what did I save? What did I save? Oh, please tell me I didn't save the wrong bit. Oh god, my anxiety is really high now. What does that mean?
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Thank God I didn't save when you're... Oh, sorry, because I'm not sure if I saved the right bit. So normally in Paragon you saved people. But if you're talking about the business, he's going to save the business.
Looks like some.
Warning. 2 missiles are approaching target. I am transmitting a countdown to impact.
Got it.
Tally, that's good job you bought Tashika. For fuck's sake. that a palladium incident or was it a happy accident? I did not deliberately reset to get the palladium. Yeah, I'm trying to be going through this mission again, but like I said.
Down. I'm on it.
There is only one remaining kill switch code. Therefore, only one missile can be stopped. Use the kill switch code to save your selected target.
Okay, so there's the spaceport. Yeah, so yes, I did say the spaceport. I just want to be 100% sure that I saved the right target. Let's just trying to work out where we're going to go next.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
See if I'm going to get any more research stuff, but I very highly doubt it. Yeah, I got nothing new to unlock.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Not a good time. Trying to map contamination vectors requires focus. Ship-wide infection of human-tailored virus possible if I slip. Anything else?
Please don't do that on a zip.
I'll let you work.
We'll be here if you need me.
Okay, so Morden's working on a thing that can potentially murder us all. Okay, that's that reason done. Yeah, I think I'm gonna max everything because I'm going to be doing a bunch of side quests now. I'm trying to think where we can start. We're saving Tali's one for last because we got something very special planned for that. Do you want to see if you can buy that one last thing at the shop on the Chunker? Good. Chadwick's told himself about being a bully towards me, which is great. Yeah, that's a good boy. Come on, Ozzy boy. Come on.
Give me a reason. Don't touch anything.
So I want to make sure I have no reason to go back to...
Oh, what's this?
There we go. We upgraded shotgun damage.
These things would last longer if they didn't. Step back. My berry is hungry.
I think it's time for another thing we upgrade. Should we have to...
Guess that human's got a claw. Okay, we'll get off this one. Show those warriors.
I'm feeling in the party mood. I don't know about you guys. This is my second playthrough, thanks game.
No messages for you, Commander.
Probe away. Launching probe. Probe away. Probe away. Launching probe.
I think remember Beckelstein's... Yep. Anyway, let's get a Beckelstein, shall we? Let's party, 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 party to time. Oh my god, keep it shut.
Looking good, Miss Allison Gunn. Hawk will be able to keep his eyes off you.
Take it set up for a reason?
You'd look really out of place at a society party in armor, don't you think? You look great. You should wear this stuff more often.
Remind me, what kind of man are we dealing with?
Hawk's a weapons dealer and smuggler. He killed my partner and stole his gray box. Other than that, not so bad. Rich, charismatic, willing to crack open a man's skull to get at the neural implants inside.
I assume Allison Gunn is my cover.
You run a small but talented band of mercs out in the Terminus systems. Precisely the type of person Hawk respects. I took the liberty of giving you a reputation. Papers, witnesses, article in Badass Weekly. Just don't start talking business with him, and you'll be fine.
Now's probably a good time to fill me in on the details.
You have been waiting patiently. Our friend Hawk is throwing a party for his closest friends. A couple dozen of the worst liars, cheaters, and mass murderers you'll ever want to meet. All bringing gifts as a tribute to the man himself. Our tribute is a lovely statue of your old friend Sarah, rendered with loving detail and filled to the brim with our weapons and armor. You can keep your pistol as long as it's concealed. They won't hassle you over a sidearm. Once inside, we'll make our way to Hawk's vault room, somewhere in the back of the vault. Then, we case the security and start peeling away the layers. The statue should be there, waiting for you to crack it open and arm up. Then we just waltz into the vault and take back KG's gray box. And I'll finally get a chance to say goodbye.
What's in the gray box that makes it worth all this trouble?
The gray box holds KG's memories. Everything from all the codes and plans he stole to all the time we spent together. Wrapped up in those memories is the secret he stole. KG never told me what it was, but the information got him killed.
You worked really hard on this. KG must have meant a lot to you.
Was I that obvious? KG's gray box holds a lot of priceless personal memories. It's all that remains of who he was. But the secret he discovered is dangerous. It wouldn't bring you here if it wasn't.
Let's go!
That's what I'm going for. This is our stop. After you, Ms. Gunn.
Hold a moment, ma'am. There seems to be an issue with the statue.
Is there a problem, yeah?
No, Mr. Hawk. Just doing a scan.
I don't believe we've met. Donovan Hawk.
Allison Gunn. A pleasure.
Sir, the scanners aren't picking anything up.
Don't think our guests would come here just to cause trouble. Do you? You may pass through, Ms. Gunn. You were invited after all, but I will ask your companion to remain outside. You understand, I hope.
Care to explain why my friend has to stand outside?
I don't like the look of your friend, so she stays outside. Simple as that.
If it makes you feel more secure, she can wait outside.
Good to see we're not going to have a problem. Enjoy the party.
Well, that didn't go as I expected.
Any idea why he'd send you away?
No, we've never seen each other in person, and no one knows what I look like. Just watching his ass, I'm sure. I can't blame him.
Don't worry about it. I can handle it from here.
That's good, because you'll have to do all the talking. I'll stay out of sight and stick with you the best I can. We'll keep radio contact in case something goes wrong. We need to find the door and encase the security. We'll figure out the next step then.
How did you ever contain that situation on the hull?
Oh, that? A quick application of force, a little pressure, and bam! Done.
Thank goodness. I thought those rabble would dog you for years.
Some say Commander Shepard is still alive. Really?
Oh, please. It's wishful thinking at best.
Hello! Alison Gunn, Alison Gunn, Alison Gunn, Alison Gunn. God, they really don't know what a Shepard looks like.
What's your read on that Archangel guy?
I hear he's dead. Or gone, or something. Good riddance, I say.
I'll let them know you guys said that.
Very nice. There's more here than I expected.
Good memories there,
Voice
Alison.
lock, kinetic barrier, DNA scanner. Looks like an EX700 series. Everything a Vault needs to be impenetrable.
This gonna be a problem?
Please, remember who you're talking to. We'll need to get a voice sample for the voice lock. You'll have to go chat up Hawk for that. We'll have to find a password too. DNA, child's play. We should find plenty of DNA samples in Hawk's private quarters. And the barrier? Cut the power. Never fails. If we can find it. KG could get through a system like this in his sleep. And I'm better. Let's get to it. It looks like the barrier's power cable runs under the floor here. I'll set your Omni tool to scan for electromagnetic fields.
As I'm passing through, I might try to talk with Mr. Donovan Hawk.
There he is. All you need to do is keep him talking long enough for me to get a voice print. Pull out the charm on this one, Shep. Whenever you're ready. After you.
Miss Gunn, good to see you. That scene at the door hasn't soured your evening, I hope.
There's always someone gunning for people like you and me.
Yes, that's true. I'm glad you understand.
Frankly, I'm surprised your security isn't tighter. It's a ballsy move opening your front door like this.
Yes, I suppose it is. Hopefully it sends the message that I don't fear anyone stupid enough to step up to me. People these days want comfort, entertainment, love. They don't see that the galaxy is fragile. They only have to worry about simple luxuries. Why? Because people like me, and you, are doing the terrible things that keep the galaxy spinning. This party is for us, the cleaners, the support structure for the galaxy's bleeding delusions of peace. May there always be a market for the things we do.
You're a chat, he's like, what the heck's going on?
And you got him talking. We've got
Go
enough
see
of
me,
a voice
boy.
sample. Let him go.
Enjoy the party, Miss Gunn.
Once we find the password, we can get
Cheers, biggies!
One sec. That should take care of the barrier.
Let's get outside.
Chief Rowe, huh? She sounds like a hard ass.
I hear Mr. Hawk's vault is exquisite.
Who could know? He never lets anyone near it.
Maybe I'll tell you later. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I think last time I just...
I'll take care of the lock. There we go. Ready when you are. see that?
Take him down.
Damn it!
Can't get there. Taking fire. Gotcha. Here we go. I have an idea. See what you can find.
Ooh.
Got something?
The password is Perugia.
Huh. That's the name of the man who stole the Mona Lisa. Nice. I tapped into their communications. Maybe it'll come in handy. Now, I just take the voice sample and got it. Now we can.
That's a looped clip from a not cancelled, a no longer available Mass Effect mobile game, which is a prequel to this game with Jacob as a guest star. As the lead role, basically. Yeah, it's a game we had to play as Jacob, what a horrible thought. Yeah, if I remember, last time I think I went past the guard, but you can sneak in this way too. Unless I snuck in this way too because my Shepherd doesn't like mercs. I'm trying to remember.
Spotted. Gotcha.
How you give me the...
Sure thing. That had to hurt.
Now that's right back into the party, isn't it? Yeah. Now I think you got to be careful with this one because you can set off alarms if you're not careful.
We can get usable DNA from. Just make it quick and quiet.
No hair, no skin flakes.
The housekeepers must be thorough. Empty. Too bad. A cigarette butt would have been a good source. Ha! Found a sample?
Now a credit shit.
Not a great saliva sample, but it's still useful. I'm going to need more than this for the scanner, though.
Yeah, well, what we must do not touch that alarm clock. And this is a hilarious line.
Plant.
Holographic interface. Won't find a sample here.
No DNA. Looks like Hawk's been trying to crack Keiji's gray box. Looks like he's missing something. He hasn't cracked the encryption yet. We can probably get Hawk's DNA off the data pad. He seems to have obsessed over this. But I'm not sure there's enough. Let's keep looking. The cleaners don't dare touch treasures like this. We can get some skin cells from the dust. That should do it. Let's get out of here.
No, not yet. We want to hack the safe first. We can get more money. Yeah, we got more money. Before I forget, also I'm gonna do what? See how much money do the. Don't know why I got a bit Beatles on the second of my head, but I think it's because I caught the end of that film yesterday on New Year's Eve. I did set off the alarm, which is good. Hopefully that means we can sneak up. Okay, but I have a feeling that...
Someone got through on the balcony.
How the hell did they do that?
I don't know. Jumped down, shut the guards, broke them. You! Stop!
Get ready. Now you see me.
My shields are down.
I see them.
Nice shot.
I think that's everything. Yep. We can go back into the boat now. What a great day to be, Alison Gunn, Jane Shepherd.
That got it. The barrier's down.
Password required. Voice ID accepted. Welcome, Mr. Hawk. DNA identification affirmed. Welcome, Mr. Hawk.
Let's go, bitches!
I'll check for security cameras. Go ahead and get dressed.
Hey, Leapy boy. Yeah, I'm going to change it because I don't really think we need the parkour Wi-Fi at the moment. I think we're better off with the arc projector. Now this room is a beautiful room of Easter eggs.
So this is Hawk's vault. Very nice. This scanner will hone in on the gray box. It's not far. Michelangelo's David. Just... wow. Think we could get this out through the door?
I like your thinking, but sadly no.
Doesn't look like much, but that might be one of the most valuable pieces here. Turian art is rare outside of Paladin. For good reason, I say. Hawk has good taste. I'll give him that. Ugh. Rachni Queen. I guess everything's valuable to someone.
Yeah, it's the same she's better than acid now.
Eyes are following me. Yikes. This is nice. Oddly relaxing. Wow. Imagine that thing coming at you in a dark alley.
I would get my 2 swords, jump on its chest, stab it repeatedly until it falls down, and stab its fucking head until it dies.
A model of the Kara. It's like a Turian Titanic, the way I know.
Now for one of the best lines in the game.
How did Hawk get Lady Liberty's head? Damn you, Hawk! That's
Not yet.
impressive. Not sure what it is, though. This looks like Quarian script. Wow. This has got to be old. When was the last time the Quarians wrote on stone? I feel like its eyes are following me. Yikes. That's a Casa Locust. No. The gun there. Gorgeous. It even comes with a perfect copy, too. I'm sure.
Yeah,
All of these.
This looks interesting.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do the thing where like I have it so that like in my head can like in this point in the game that the Casa Locust like only them 2 exist. So all my squad members are gonna have the Casa Locust instead, just because my cat they're all consuming.
Don't bother, Miss Goldton. It's code locked. I had a feeling that was you at the door. I knew if it was really you, you'd get through anyway.
You know me. I don't like to disappoint.
I need what's in your grey box, Kasumi. You know I'm willing to kill you for it. I'll admit your skills are impressive. You got into my vault like I'd left it open, but you're still going to die. No!
Have I got your attention?
I love that, like, shut up. Because I broke your little toy, dum-dums.
Here they come. What?
Shit. Change weapons.
Oh, for fuck's sake. For fuck's sake, why did she run off her head and get herself killed?
Going silent. You got it.
God damn it, why do I keep dying? So I'm getting distracted, that's why. I answered my own question, didn't I? That sleepy boy. God, I'm so sleepy and peaceful right now, even though it's a little toe there. I don't see my hands, but they're shredded to pieces.
Overloading. As good a places anyway.
Fuck's sake. God damn it! I should have said head the other side. And why didn't you pick up the ammo? 6. We'll try 7.
Straight ahead.
I've lost shields.
Oh, god damn it.
Light him up.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
No shields.
Yeah, I got Kasumi back.
Checking blueprints. There's a landing pad to the east. Let's get out of here.
Joker, bring the shuttle in now.
I was doing that well without disruption ammo. Sweet.
Now you see me.
Come on, kill her! Fuck, they took that part of cover, did they?
Going dark.
The wrath of the bolt seal them in.
Damn it! We have to find another way.
Just double check there's nothing here. Nah, I don't think there's any traces of anything here because it slightly pops up if there is. There you go, PDA. Let's hack this bad boy. Hopefully from here. Hopefully I've not lost any money with that. So I'm trying to get the maximum money, but it's not the be or end all.
Shields have failed.
It'll take heavier weapons than that to blow those tanks.
I'm not trying to blow the tanks, I'm trying to shoot the bastards. There you go. Of course, that's why I can do over because it's a ramp. Alright, I think it's is there anything else? Yep. More money. Platinum. So much chaos and explosions today! Hooray! Hooray! Your property? It is up! I'm sure there's nothing back here, but I'm 99% sure there isn't, but I'll be thorough. And also, I blown up the mechs so they exploded, a big fiery explosion of death. Oh, for fuck's sake.
I'll tear you apart.
Oh, for fuck's sake, I keep missing! Fuck's sake!
You're dead. Mind over matter. I need targeting assistance. Hostile contact.
Someone should have quit whilst they were ahead!
Lost shields.
I can't believe Shepard just tanked a rocket to the face. You're thinking, nerd, you're being very selfish, you're not reviving Kasumi. It's like, I'm not reviving Kasumi because I'm trying to save up and make it so I can get them all back.
I can use this.
And tech damage! Hooray! We can do some more tech damage! Hooray! Tech! Take him to death.
Keep them busy. I'll take care of this myself.
Here they come.
Fuck.
Cloaking.
Good job!
Mind over matter.
And they were in the back here. Yes, there's more platinum. If we look around, there's any more there? Heavy weapons? No. There's a PDA? Yes. Let's look around here. Is there anything? No. Parrot door. Along here, storage crate, more money. Anything along here money wise? No, I think that's it. I think it's time to go destroy Donovan Hock's little toy. There's nothing here, it's just a tease room, but anyway.
Could have done this the easy way, Gold.
Allow me to show you the hard way.
Ooh.
Up ahead. We've got company.
Get a little chop on that, mate.
Shield.
You got it.
Fuck's sake.
Coming from the front.
Friends, customers. Still doing this for love?
Gunship back and your full shield. If I can get to the ship, I can take down the shield.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Fuck's sake.
Look straight ahead. straight ahead. On our left.
What did you tell your friend, Kasumi? You're doing this for love?
Going dark. They're coming from the front.
No shields.
Even if you escape, I'll scour the galaxy for you.
Gunship's back and with full shield. If I can get to the ship, I can take down the shield.
Careful, men. What the keeper been saying? Heck.
I'll
Do
take care
what
of
you
it.
like to this gunship. I'll have a
Got a clear shot. Here we go.
We did it! This seems like, this seems like.
Shields down. Let's tear that thing apart. Up ahead. Look straight ahead.
Perfect.
like to get out of this one.
What shot me? Should stay where I was. Just there I was, got ammo, ran back, rinse and repeat.
They're coming from the front. Going silent.
Hopefully that's everything. Double check I got everything matching.
Seeing this, it's because I'm dead. The information we found is all here. It's big, Kasumi. If the Council ever got wind of this, the Alliance could be implicated.
Pardon me.
Kasumi, I encrypted the information to keep it safe. And I uploaded the encryption key to your gray box, so no one could get the whole package. But if I'm dead, and if anyone knows about this, target my love. I'm so sorry.
Keiji.
I know you, Kasumi. You'll want to keep these memories forever. But you don't need some neural implant to know I'll always be with you. Please, Kasumi, destroy these files. There's nothing more I can do to protect you.
I can't do that. This is all that's left.
Goodbye, Kasumi. I love you.
Is there any way we can just destroy the information?
No. Keiichi's a master at encrypting files. He laces
Pardon me?
information into his memories. You can't get one without experiencing the other.
Hawk knew you had the cipher. I'm sure others do too. It's only a matter of time before someone finds you and the secret gets out.
You're right. I know. I just... It feels like I'm losing him. Again.
You have to do this, Kasumi. You know that.
Gomen nasai, Keiji-san.
Yeah, we've got all the credits.
How may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing. Anything else?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
I'm going to change the alpha. I'll probably change it again in the future, but I just don't know what one. I've fed the fish in now, and they don't need to be fed. Let's go check and see how we're doing. Good to see how Kashumi's doing.
People are talking out there, and I hear it all. I really appreciate your help with the Hawkeyes. I know why we had to destroy Keiji's gray box, but it doesn't make it any easier. Zaid's strolling around like he owns the place, but he seems a little confused. 20 years of seeking revenge, and now it's over. Gabby and Ken would make a great couple. I just doubt they'll ever realize it. Come back later. I'm sure I'll have more to talk about. Don't laugh, I like those books. Romance novels, crime novels, the classics. There's something about the feel of actual paper in your hands. There must be smell. It's relaxing. Keiji used to find books for me while on the job. Some of these are more valuable than the objects he was hired to steal. That's my favorite piece, painted for me by a child prodigy from Elysium. She was the cutest thing. She was kidnapped by slavers who hoped to sell her on Omega. I wasn't about to let that happen. I set up an ID as a buyer's rep to get a special tour of the slaver's vessel. Once aboard, I freed the girl and smuggled her off the ship. She painted that for me on the way home. I'll never forget how it felt to watch her work. I stole that on a dare, believe it or not. There was a big museum show coming to Ilium, artifacts from Earth going on tour. very high security. He dared me to steal this. So I broke in, hacked the security, put a few guards to sleep, and replaced the piece with a worthless duplicate. They never knew the difference. My first museum job. Nowhere near the last. The red rose. That used to be my calling card when I first started out. In place of whatever I took, I left a single red rose. It wasn't until I met KG that I realized how silly it was. He had a way of making you realize when you were just being sentimental.
Really good drinking here as well, but I don't feel like it. I'm 90% sure, like I said, Miranda doesn't want to chat.
Commander, what can I do for you? Do you have a minute, Miranda?
There's a lot to do, Shepard. Maybe another time.
I'll let you work.
Of course, Commander.
Yeah, definitely I can talk to anybody else. So Gwent's like Gwent and Gavin Kenny got anything to say. Large threatened about her trial, but we're gonna make her trial a bit more interesting.
Whenever we have time. I've talked to you later.
No, they're not chatting, are they?
Shepard.
Just checking in.
Battlemaster. Shepard.
Gang. I think we could do another chill out mission. Have a time to bond with our boyfriend.
We have used half our fuel.
Oh, isn't that a pity? I realised what I forgot to do, and I'm an idiot for not doing it. And I'm putting 2 people I hardly ever use just so I can get their levels up. Yeah, definitely they're going to be... I used her last, didn't I? Yep. Hey, people! Jay. No, what are you doing? I need to get the tech damage upgrade. Now let's do it properly and we bring the people we're meant to be bringing.
I'm sorry, but I can't let you board the shuttle with me.
But this is a ceremonial item of my people.
You'd think Citadel security would be the tightest in the galaxy.
I know C-Sec too well to believe that's true.
I see no fewer than 14 fatal flaws a skilled assassin could exploit. 8 of them existed when I was here 10 years ago.
Yes?
I'm trying to find a local forger. He goes by the name of Fade.
Yeah, I know him. The alias, anyway. He's been a thorn in the network division's side for the last year. He works with the Blue Suns.
Where can we find him?
If I knew that, he'd be in a cell. Best I can do is put you on the trail. There's a warehouse in the marketplace. Some of Fade's contacts work out of there. Go ask them some questions. Gently, of course.
Why haven't you been able to catch him?
Whoever he is, he's standing in. I think someone on the inside's feeding him information. Either that or he's got access to our databases and comm channels. I don't know which is worse. But you're outside C-Sec. Maybe you can nail his ass.
I should be going.
You need anything else, let me know. Yes?
My associate's trying to find his son. I think the local criminal may have hired him.
It should be easy. We don't see many Drell here. There we go. One of my men reported a Drell recently. And he was talking to Mouse. Interesting.
Mouse?
Ah, petty criminal. Probably not the guy who hired your boy, but messenger. He's a former duct rat. Runs errands for anyone who'll pay.
What was it you called Mouse?
Duct rat. It's a local slang for the poor kids who grow up in the station. When they're small, they tend to play in the ventilation ducts where adults can't get to them.
Aren't the ducts dangerous?
Every couple of months, we pull a little body out of them. Lacerated by fan blades, broken by a deadfall, suffocated by vacuum exposure. Those are just the ones we know about. More just disappear. Maybe they get sucked into space. Maybe they fall into the protein vats the keepers run. The Mouse survived long enough that he can't fit in the ducts anymore. He was one of the smarter ones, or the luckier ones.
What sort of trouble has Mouse been getting himself into?
Odd jobs for shifty people. Duct rats take whatever is available to get by. Data running, fencing stolen goods, selling illegal VI personalities. Actually, he was selling one of you.
Me?
Yeah, when you erased a file, it would say, I delete data like you on the way to real errors.
That's pretty strange, Commander.
Laugh it up, Garrus.
Buggy, though. It crashed every half hour. The error message was about how the galaxy was at stake, and you should fix the problem yourself.
I've heard enough.
Mouse is usually upstairs outside the Dark Star. He works out of a public comm terminal. You should pick up a copy of the Shepherd VI when you talk to him. It sounds like your boy's running with the wrong crowd.
Yes, I agree.
If Mouse can't get you in touch with your son directly, he'll know who can. I'll help you if you need it.
You don't know us, Captain. Why are you going so far to help us?
I've worked at Kara for 2 years. Every day kids turn to crime because they've got no other choice, because their parents don't care. You're trying to save yours.
He faces a dark path.
We better hurry then.
I was gonna say my stepson.
Plans to assassinate someone.
I also didn't tell him what you do for a living. Do you normally discuss assassinations with the police?
I take your point. Thank you, Shepard.
Yay, more models from my collection. I'm about to say a stupid thing, so never mind.
You know what's good? Alliance Corsair. The battles are pretty realistic, but it's still fun. And you can install it on
How's the face, bitch? It's Mouse!
Yeah, sure. I can get you 2 cases by the end of the day.
You Mouse?
What are you... Oh, shit. Krios. I thought you retired. Commander Shepard? I thought you died. What do you want with me?
Be still, Mouse. You can change your pants in a moment.
How do you know Thane?
Krios? He didn't... If he didn't say nothing, I ain't...
When we heard the name, I didn't think it could be the same Mouse. He was a contact on the Citadel when I was active. He and some other children would gather information on my targets.
You put children in danger to spy for you?
Children, the poor. My people's word for their kind is Tralafa, the ignored. They're everywhere, see everything. Yet they are never seen. You gave another Drell instructions for an assassination. Who's the target?
I don't know. I didn't ask. Because the people I work for?
We don't have time for this.
Oh, God. Thane, help me.
Help me, Mouse. My son is out there, in the dark.
That's a lie I carried for him. I thought you'd want me to. Please.
Explain.
He came in, said he was looking for work. He had a hollow of me, the one you took, Krios. I put the word out. Use your old contacts. Elias wanted to hire him. Elias, tell him.
Bloody hell, Shep.
Tell me about Kellum.
Human. He was little when you were here, Krios. He got big after the Geth attack. Lots of the big guys from before got cacked, owning big fancy apartments up in the Presidio. Now he runs the rackets on the lower end of the ward. Shanna Keeper. Seriously bad news.
Shit.
You just saved yourself a world of pain, kid.
Yeah, right. When Kellum finds out what I've done, I won't live long. And I can't do anything about it but hide. Krios, you got any kindness for me? Put a bullet in Kellum before you go.
Let's head back to Bailey.
So I'm going to restart that because I want to get some more Renegade interaction. Hey, Stinky! Sleepy boy. Yeah, so it's not restarting on today's stream. How good quest want to get done today?
So what do you think? Maybe a shotgun?
I like the assault rifle. It's like a non-stop barrage of...
Yeah, sure.
You mouse?
What do you...
Be still, Mouse. You can change your pants.
We need you to answer.
The people I work for... Look, I can't answer...
But you can. You gave another Drelling's.
I don't know. I didn't ask. This is the people I work for.
We don't have time for this.
Help me,
That's
Mouse.
why I
Explain.
I put the word out.
One other thing. That Shepherd VI you're selling?
Oh shit, you heard... Look, you were dead. It was totally legal to make a VI of you.
You made money using my likeness. I think I deserve some of the profits. Don't you?
Oh, sure. How about I just transfer some money to you? I mean, why bother with all the lawyers and taxes and junk, huh?
One other thing. That
Sorry if
Shepherd...
the cut seems small. It's Vola's software. They like to sell cheap, but in bulk. Now he runs the rackets on the lower...
You just saved yourself.
Krios.
Let's head back to Bailey.
There is not nothing. Anyway, though, a little bit, but not enough. Yeah, I'm not know how to restart that, but anyway, let's do good cop, bad cop time.
Yes?
Can we talk about my associate's son?
You talked to Mouse? Did you get the name of the guy he's working with?
Elias Kellum.
Kellum. Shit. Look, this is awkward. Kellum and I have an agreement. He doesn't cause too much trouble and buys tickets to the CSEC charity ball from me. In return, I ignore him.
You want to accept bribes? Fine. I don't care how you run your precinct. I want to know if you're gonna help me.
Yeah, I'll help him, absolutely. I'll get some of my people to bring him in and set him up in a private room. You can interrogate him yourself. I'll stay out of sight. And if I'm lucky, Kellum will believe that I had nothing to do with it.
Bring him in. We might not have much time.
I'll make it happen. Wait here.
We've got Kellum. Tell Bailey we're ready.
He'll expect me to get him out of this.
Not today, I think.
Captain, his lawyer's here.
And Elias has his VI set to page if CSEC gets within 10 meters.
I'll stall him. Get in there and work fast.
We should question him together. Keep the pressure on. Thoughts on how we approach it?
You be good cop, I'll be autistic cop.
Appeal to his self-interest. I'll put the screws to him if he needs it.
Very well. I'll present the case. If we waste too much time negotiating, Bailey won't be able to stall Kellum's advocate.
I'm gonna plan to punch him in the face repeatedly.
Pretty funny bringing me down here like this. The hell are you two?
My name's Shepherd. I'm a Spectre.
Prove it.
I don't have to prove anything. Spectres are above the law. We clear?
Crystal.
Good. Now, fortunately, I'm not after you. You contracted an assassin. Who's the target?
Turian. He's running for office. Lives in the 800 blocks.
Thanks. You won't see us again. No offense, but you're a problem below my pay grade.
That may go down in history as the shortest interrogation ever.
What's the story? Why'd Kellum hire the boy?
Assassination. A Turian named Joram Tal'Id.
Joram? Yeah. You might have seen his posters around. He's promising to end organized crime on the ward. Thing is, his message is all mixed up in race politics. He's anti-human.
Are things so bad that people can openly campaign as anti-human?
You haven't heard what the aliens have been saying? They think the council died because our fleet refused to save them. That we stacked the new council with humans and yes-men. Anderson does his best to be diplomatic, but they act like we're jackbooted thugs enforcing a coup.
I don't give a damn what Joram's politics are. This is about Thane's son, not him.
You might not care, but the people who live here do. Sergeant, get a patrol car. These two need to get to the 800 blocks.
Yes, sir.
Hello, Stinky. Look at the sleepy boy.
There he is. How do you want to play this?
Follow the lead on the maintenance catwalks. Tell me what he's doing. The Krogan bodyguard will make him easy to follow.
Where will you be?
The darkest corner with the best view. Amon Kira, Lord of Hunters. Grant that my hands be steady, my aim be true, and my feet swift. And should the worst come to pass, grant me forgiveness.
It's been wonderful talking with you all. I hope you'll come out on election day.
You can count on it.
Show the humans they won't get their way. I will. And I'll do it through legal processes, not by a coup attempt. And don't forget, my friends, there are treasonous elements in our own house. The humans seize power by themselves, but they can't hold on to it without the support of the lesser races. This doesn't stop here. I won't rest until the humans have been removed from power. Other races wait patiently for hundreds or thousands of years to earn an embassy. To the humans, no! They conveniently show up right after the council's been killed. They surround us with warships. They dictate terms. That's not how we do things. We respect tradition. Humans think anything 10 years old is obsolete. Worthless. How can they contribute to a 2,000-year-old government? Have we seen anything good since the humans moved into Zakera Ward?
I like their food.
I'll have to take your word for that. I can't eat human food. But let's be serious. Since the Shenakiba Enclave opened, crime has increased. Incidents of racial tension are up 24%, despite 116 new CSEC officers assigned to the ward. Of course, most of those officers aren't Turian, or Solarians, or Asari. They're humans who turn a blind eye to the crimes of other humans. That corruption goes all the way to the top. Don't think a human with a CSEC captain's badge is any less a crook than the thugs he deals with. It's been wonderful talking with you all. I hope you'll come out on election day.
You can count on it.
Show the humans they won't get...
I'm on him, Thane. He's talking to some voters.
Understood.
You're in position?
Yes.
It's been wonderful talking with you all. I hope you'll come out on election day.
I'm following. Have you got him?
We're gonna connect.
Looks like he's talking to another voter.
Any sign of call yet?
No.
I'm moving to another position. Ahead of him.
It's been wonderful talking with you all. I hope you'll come out on election day.
No problem so far.
Yes, this is a...
Target in sight. Can you give me an update? I'm almost in position. He's letting the bodyguard do all the work. That lets him deny involvement. No sign of trouble. I see him. I'm following. Stay close, Shepard. No problem so far. I need you to stay close or we'll lose him. What's he doing? I don't have a good angle. What's he doing?
One of his guards is talking to the bartender. Looks like a shakedown.
I'm relocating to the next room. Let me know if anything target in sight. Where is he now?
He's meeting a couple of mercenaries. Looks like the same group his bodyguard comes from.
He looks nervous. Could be he's noticed you.
Maybe he saw Kolyat in here somewhere.
Also a possibility. There are obstructions ahead. I'll try to go. Don't lose him.
What interesting glitz! What interesting glitz! Shepard's mouth was moving at the same words.
Hey, who are you? What are you doing back here?
I want you to talk because it's funny.
What are you doing here?
What?
Do you have any idea how dangerous it is here?
Dangerous?
Get out of here now, before it blows!
Blows? What?
Run!
All right.
I believe that actually worked. I've got him.
That's funny.
Kolyat! Thane,
I saw.
he's heading to Tali'Zorah's apartment.
Kolyat.
This is a joke. Now you show up.
Help me, Drell. I'll do whatever you want.
C-Sec, put the gun down, son.
Get out of my way. I'm walking out. He's coming with me.
They'll have snipers outside.
I don't need your help. All of you, back off! I'll kill him!
No, you won't.
Oh my gods.
Hostages only work when your enemy cares if they live.
Interesting solution.
It was a racist and a criminal. Isn't that enough?
To some, I suppose.
I read your files. Isn't that what you do? Kill people who do bad things?
Take the boy into custody.
You son of a bitch!
Your father and I have killed a lot of people. You haven't. There's no reason you should start.
I read his files. What made it all right for him to kill all those years?
I was 6 when Hannah began to train me. I didn't know any better. Your mother woke me from my battle sleep.
Why did you leave her? Why weren't you there when she died?
Your mother They killed her to get to me. It was my fault.
What?
After her body was given to the deep, I went to find them. The trigger men, the ringleaders. I hurt them. Eventually killed them. I went back to see you when you were older. I should have stayed with you.
Guess it's too
Goliath, I've taken many bad things out of the world. You're the only good thing I ever added to it.
This isn't a conversation you should have in front of strangers. Boys, take Goliath and his father back to the precinct. Give them a room and as much time as they need.
I'm surprised you're letting him do that.
You think he's the only man who ever screwed up raising a son? I have to get back to the precinct. Come on, I'll give you a lift.
I got everything I need.
Been in there a while.
The kid's been through a lot. I ran some searches in the CSEC archive. About 10 years back, a bunch of real bad people were killed. Like someone was cleaning house. The prime suspect was a Grell. We never caught him.
Someone like that is trouble you don't want to deal with.
Someone's got to deal with it. Doesn't have to be me.
Go.
Our problems they aren't something I can fix with a few words. We'll keep talking, see what happens.
Your boy shot some people. No one I feel sympathy for, but there it is.
That kid goes through the system, we both know he's there for the rest of his life. Those guys were a waste of skin, scales, whatever.
If you've got another suggestion, I'm listening.
Give him a job. He can work off his debt to society and you can keep an eye on him.
It sounds like more work for me, and I can't just deputize him into CSEC. You have to go through channels.
I didn't say have him work for CSEC. I said have him work for you.
Interesting. I'll think about it.
Thank you, Captain.
No, I've got Gaz's mission to do.
I can't believe these humans. No fly.
I overheard you talking. Having a problem?
A human. Your kind is always shoving your way in to solve the galaxy's problems, aren't you?
Look, little girl. When you need a problem shot, ask a Turian. When you need a problem talked to death, ask an Asari. When you need a new problem, ask a Solarian. When you want a problem fixed, ask a human.
Like you fixed the council? If you'll excuse us, we don't want to talk with your kind.
Bitches.
The wreckage of the freighter Tali'Zorah was found on an uncolonized planet in the Dranik system. Salvage teams reported no survivors.
I really put everything I can in this up.
There are occasional motor control side effects. Jake loves to run. What if it makes you fall down?
Jake is fine. He's a perfectly healthy.
This looks like the place. The forgers.
Look, it took me a long time to get this refund. It's a decision on Joe. He said there'd be one waiting for me.
imagined you.
Looks can be deceiving. So, which one of you wants to disappear?
I'd rather see you make someone reappear.
That's not the service we provide.
Make an exception. Just this once.
Damn it. Quick! Shoot them! Shoot them!
Too slow.
Why do I even bother?
We need to find a client of yours. I suggest you cooperate.
Wait. I'm not the one you want to talk to. I'm not Fade.
I knew it.
Well, then maybe you'd like to tell us where to find him.
Yes, of course. He's in the factory district. We're south of the old prefab foundry.
I know the place.
Oh, he's got a lot of merch there. Blue Suns. Harkin thinks they're protecting him.
How the hell did Harkin end up being the Fade?
Well, he got fired from CSEC a while back. He used his knowledge of CSEC and the systems to help a few people disappear. Then he made himself disappear, and Fade was born, so to speak.
Interesting. But it changes nothing. We still need to find him before we can get to Sedonis.
I'm looking forward to seeing Harkin again.
I'm sure he'll be excited to see both of us. We'll need to go to the transit station. I can get us to him from there.
So I can go?
Sure, but if we don't find Harkin, we'll be back for you.
Oh, good.
Don't touch my phone. Not quite maxed the Renegade yet.
He sent me here. Come on. Why do I need a service order?
We're talking. Why would you come to the Zakara War warehouse?
He said they're out of stock.
Hey, you meow. You sleepy boy. Chadwick! Chadis! Hello, I know you can hear me. Your ears are turned towards me. I'll bring Miranda because Miranda's good at dealing with stuff. Anyway, yeah, hopefully we can get her 2 levels up, we can get her maxed. There we go. Yep, ready? That.
There he is.
Shepard? Don't just stand there. Stop them! Stop them!
Run all you want, Harkin. We'll find you.
Fire in the... Oh!
Deploying tech overload.
Must not miss anything.
There we go.
My shields are down.
There's no one in there, okay.
Retargeting. Attack exceeds unit defense systems.
Firing a high impact shot.
Sedonis because he betrayed Gareth.
Firing now.
And Harkin too.
That one hit.
Harkin mainly because he's a big old perv.
Shields have failed. Affirmative.
Yep, it's Renegade time, baby! You just missed me shoot a racist politician. You know how much worse he is if your character is a female, as a fem-shep as well.
Harkin's in here somewhere. I can smell him.
Yep, he still smells like booze and drugs. And what else he smells like?
I'm on it.
Grabbing.
Overload attack detected. Rerouting power. Excuse me, retargeting. Excuse me. Backup systems engaged. Requesting assistance. Collision proximity warning. Off.
God damn, I forgot sometimes it doesn't work like that. Oh yeah. And I'm pretty sure he has scarlets too. I can turn off explosives and it blew up in his face! I like making the robots fight each other. No one please shoot me. No one please shoot me. No one please shoot me. Fuck! Oh, thank God! So I die anyway! Fuck my life, Sax. Fuck my life! Sax, why are you laughing at me for? You're mean.
Concussive shot ready.
Rerouting all backup systems engaged. Allied force casualty. Backup systems engaged.
Firing now.
Enemies!
System sabotage detected. New targeting orders acknowledged. Requesting assistance. System damage. Allied force casualty. Rerouting power.
Okay, let's redo the circuit board again. And this time, hopefully, with 55% less death. I thought you were dead.
Taking hit.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute! How did Batarians get onto the Citadel?
Not a problem.
Combat systems engaged.
See, Mass Effect 3, it makes sense plot-wise, but why not? Why in this game? Everyone hates the humans a little bit more than they did previously. I finished everything.
Getting close.
I got it. Impressive.
There we go. I'll take the shot. Engaging hostiles. Time to die.
Fuck's sakes! It's already here to help me. Also, I know you can tell by my hands, but Tarek's in an extra scratchy, bitey mood today. Which is determined he's going to do whatever he wants.
Enemies ahead.
You can play Andromeda multiplayer. I was toying with actually doing some, like during my Andromeda run, I've seen about getting people together to do multiplayer Andromeda, but no. I've actually kind of wished that multiplayer was still in the Mass Effect 3 portion of this game, but I can see why they took it out.
Watch out!
Systems active.
Fuck! Save me! See, I've been stingy with my because it's like, I want money! Oh, checkerboard. If I got that wrong, I was going to swear. Hooray, I did it! Hello? Ready? Let's go for the store.
What the hell is Hawken up to?
Being a fuckface. Nope.
An inch of his life.
No point in giving him too much time to prepare. Come on.
Right behind you.
I love myself like it's like hey, you jump on the street like a cheeseball like you wanna kick your guy's ass? Let me join you. I think she's the kind of person like she sees her friends going down that dark path instead of being like, oh no, you shouldn't do this. Like, give me a bat too. I want to join in. Sniper rifle damage.
Shepard, I have patched into the warehouse scanners. The crates in the transport carriers overhead are rigged to explode when dropped.
Good to know.
Why don't you just turn around?
There we go. Yes. Here we go. There we go. Yes.
Firing a high impact shot.
No. Come on, kill each other.
Rerouting power. Attacking light net. Collision.
I guess he couldn't take the heat. No, please interrupt me. Oh, God's sake. I hate it when it's always like, oh, what do you need is right top of the screen over there. Do you want to get it? No, you're not allowed. Bear back. My laptop decided it wants to die. You're not dying on me. No. When you burp again, little baby boy. It sure looks like you are, mate.
Harkin's going to regret this.
Don't feel I missed it. Have I missed any? No, I don't think I have.
Oh, crap. Two heavy mechs, incoming.
You really think you can take me down, Shep?
Yes. Ah, my head! You hacked the wrong one! Everyone stay down! Now that's killing two mechs with one sniper bullet. Yeah, well.
Make activity.
Harkin! We're coming to kill you!
You were close, but not close enough.
Oh, I don't know.
So, fiend. Couldn't make yourself disappear, huh?
Come on, Garrus. We can work this out. What do you need?
You dead?
I'm looking for someone. Well, I guess we both have something the other one wants.
Oh!
That had to hurt. Maybe you should just tell us what we want to know.
Maybe. I still haven't heard what you want.
You helped a friend of mine disappear. I need to find him.
I might need a little more information than that.
His name was Sedonis. Turian came from the...
I know who he is, and I'm not telling you squat.
Is this information really worth all the trouble?
I don't give out client information. It's bad for business.
You know what else is bad for business? A broken neck.
Come on! Do it!
Get off me!
Terminus really changed you, huh, Garrett?
No, but Sedonis opened my eyes. Now arrange a meeting.
What the fuck, sex? Kinda kinky though as well.
Yeah, it's me. There's a chance your identity may be compromised. That's why I'm calling. I'm sending an agent. Where do you want to meet? All right, he'll be there. Don't worry, I got it covered. wants to meet you in front of Orbital Lounge, middle of the day. So, if our business is done, I'll be going.
I don't think so. You're a criminal now, Harkin.
So what? You're just gonna kill me? That's not your style, Garrus.
Kill you? No. But I don't mind slowing you down a little. Maybe give Seasick the blood trail a follow.
Bastard!
You're lucky. I wouldn't have shot you in the leg.
What'd I ever do to you?
Sedonis better be there, or I'm coming back to finish the job.
Why would you let me finish the job?
Harkin's a bloody menace. We shouldn't have just let him go. He deserved to be punished.
Don't waste your time on him. Let CSEC deal with him now.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Thanks for helping me with this, Shepard.
I'd do the same if I were you.
I learned from the best. I need to set up. I can get a clear shot from over there.
What do you need me to do?
Keep him talking and don't get in my way. I'll let you know when he's in my sights. Give me a signal so I know you're ready, and I'll take the shot. You better go. I'll be here soon. Shepard, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
All right. There he is. Leave him over and keep him talking.
Let's get this over with.
You're in my shot. Move to the side.
This won't take long at all.
You one of Harkin's men? I don't remember seeing you before.
That's it. Just keep him talking a few more seconds.
I was told Harkin was one of the best. This better not happen again.
Oh, it won't. Don't worry.
What?
Betrayal repaid, Sedonis. That was easy enough.
This is what happens when you let things get personal. I need to know this is over.
Yeah, it's over. I can move on.
Glad to hear it.
Thanks for helping me, Shepard. Let's get moving. I need to get away from this place.
Right with you.
That's Garrus for you. He's still a little soft boy. Now let's double check you got everything right. Oh, I missed some credits somewhere. Shit. Oh well. You don't get a lot of credits in this mission. We're going to another hub problem next though. So we can make some extra credits with the forced IDs we have. also need to change my outfit, don't I, as well?
What do you want? It seems I offended you. That wasn't my intention.
Your attitude offends me. The smugness, the arrogance. All humans are like that since you let the Geth kill the real council. Now, the galaxy's in chaos. Pirates are striking in civilized clusters. Armed CSEC officers are everywhere for our protection. And you swagger up to me, thump your chest and tell me that only a human can solve my problems. Huh. Screw you.
The Asari are accusing us of arrogance. This may be a first.
You can sit here in your cushy chairs sipping drinks and bitching about humans because we saved your asses 2 years ago.
That's not...
If it weren't for the Alliance fleet, this station would have fallen to Sovereign and you'd all be Reaper Chow now. You're welcome. Enjoy your drinks, ladies.
What do you want?
It seems I offended.
And you
The Asari are accusing us of arrogance.
Look, miss. I personally did not make the pirates attack or post guards on every street corner. If you want help, I'll try to provide it. Otherwise, I'll go away. What do you have to lose by talking to me?
Fine. Since your kind took over the council, they've added new security checks and travel restrictions, all to keep us safe, they claim. We've been flagged as a potential risk for Geth infiltration. They won't let us board a ship back to Asari space.
Why would they consider you a risk? You're obviously not Geth.
I don't know. They wouldn't tell us. We got on a list somewhere for some reason, and they won't tell us anything because it's classified.
Who won't let you board a ship?
I don't know who made the decision. Some pencil pusher at the shuttleport told us. The one outside the CSEC station?
I'll see if I can
I'm
get
not
it.
holding my breath. What do you want?
The Asari are accusing
If you
us.
want help, I'll try to...
We've been flagged as a potential risk for Geth infiltration. They won't let us board a ship back to Asari space.
So you can kick him forward.
You...
What, me?
I acquired them from the stockpile of a very good forger. He won't be needing them anymore.
We won't get arrested for using them, will we?
Not if he's half as good as he likes to think he is. They'll probably only work once, though.
If it gets us on a flight home, no one will come to harm by it. We should get ready to leave. There should be another ship heading to Thessia tomorrow.
Yeah, I think we don't forget. So did I tell you I had some more with my drinking? I'm sorry. Yes, hopefully we got enough time to squeeze in one last quest for today.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Thanks, Kelly! You like it's doing fine?
How may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
No, anything. I'll be here if you need anything. No messages for you, Commander.
Let's go speak to the handsome boys. Let's go speak to the handsome boys. Let's go speak to the handsome boys. Handsome boy chat time. What are you doing, chatters? You're doing a wash.
Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
Very well. I had been recording a message for Kolyat.
How are things going with him?
It is difficult. All things worth keeping are. I never explained. I suppose the story of my wife's death took you by surprise.
I figured you'd explain to me when you were ready.
I appreciate your
See? Shep is the only person that Shep is really nice to is Fane and
memory I mentioned before. Laser dot trembles on the target's skull. The smell of spice on a spring wind. Sunset eyes defiant in the scope. That was Erica. That was how I met her. She saw my targeting laser as she walked by and threw herself in the way.
So how'd she go from blocking your shot to having your children?
I had to meet her. The memory possessed and endowed me. I fell on my knees before her, begged her pardon. She introduced me to a world beyond my work. Eventually, she forgave me. Later, she loved me.
I guess she impressed you.
She woke me up. Her body trembles, not fear. Indignation. Her mouth moves. How dare you? You and I trained to sacrifice ourselves to save others. How often does a civilian step in the way of a bullet to protect someone they've never met? I thought she was the goddess Arashu. She met my eyes through the scope, and my purpose faltered.
When you talked to Kolyat, you said she died.
I let myself become complacent. I thought Erica and Kolyat were safe. I stayed away too long, and my enemies came for her.
Who came for her?
Batarians. A slave ring that was preying on Hanar outer colonies. I'd killed their leaders. They paid the Shadow Broker to find out who I was. But they were afraid of me. So they went after her.
You told Kolyat that you hunted her killers down.
Erica woke me up. When she passed, I returned to my battle sleep. My body hunted her killers. Murdered them. I was taught to ready death quickly.
Die, that's what's just in the non-soda.
Suffer. Them. I let them linger.
I don't blame you. They killed innocents to get to you.
For you and me, death is business. For people like them, it is sport. I haven't spoken about my wife, and I don't think I ever have. I didn't have anyone left to tell it to.
Maybe I haven't been as upfront as I should be. I'm here for you, Thane. Whatever you need.
You are very kind. Thank you for listening, Siha.
I think my translator just glitched. What did you call me?
Siha. Someday I'll tell you what it means.
I always pictured Protheans being regal, not giant bugs.
Who knows what the Reapers did to him? Creepy. Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Sure, just killing time anyway. I wanted to thank you again for your help with Sidonis. Whatever happens with the Collectors or the Reapers or whoever else comes after us, I know you'll get the job done.
You actually think we'll find something worse than Collectors or Reapers?
I like to expect the worst. There's a small chance I'll be pleasantly surprised.
Leviathans, maybe?
I tell you I'm skeptical, but Saren doubted you and didn't go well for him. It's strange going into a suicide mission on a human ship. Your people don't prepare for high-risk operations the way Turians do.
I thought you'd be used to high-risk operations on human ships. I mean, think about tracking Saren to Ilos.
Sure, but that was quick. We raced out, landed, blew up some Geth, and saved the galaxy. This time we've got Miranda and Cerberus and that AI all telling us what we're up against. I think I preferred blind optimism.
Honestly, Garrus, what do you think our chances are?
Honestly, the Collectors killed you once, and all they did is piss you off. I can't imagine they'll stop you this time. But an unmapped area, advanced technology, and the Collectors. We're going to lose people. No way around that. Not a happy analysis, I know. Don't worry. I won't spread it around. And I'm with you regardless.
Do you ever regret leaving CSEC or the Turian military?
Not for a minute. When it comes down to it, Shepard, I don't think I'm a very good Turian. When a good Turian hears a bad order, he follows it. He might complain, but he knows his place. I just don't see the point in staying quiet and polite. Not when the galaxy is at stake.
How do Turian crews get ready for high-risk missions?
With violence, usually. Turian ships have more operational discipline than your alliance, but fewer personal restrictions. Our commanders run us tight, and they know we need to blow off steam. Turian ships have training rooms for exercise, combat sims, even full-contact sparring. Whatever lets people work off stress.
You mean Turian ships have crewmen fighting each other before a mission?
It's supervised, of course. Nobody's going to risk an injury that interferes with the mission, and it's a good way to settle grudges amicably. I remember right before one mission, we were about to hit a Batarian pirate squad. Very risky. This recon scout and I had been at each other's throats. Nerves, mostly. She suggested we settle it in the ring.
I assume you took her down gently?
Actually, she and I were the top-ranked hand-to-hand specialists on the ship. I had reach, but she had flexibility. It was brutal. After 9 rounds, the judge called it a draw. There were a lot of unhappy bettors in the training room. We ended up holding a tiebreaker in her quarters. I had reach, but she had flexibility. More than one way to work off stress, I guess.
It sounds like you're carrying some tension. Maybe I could help you get rid of it.
I didn't think you'd feel like sparring, Commander.
You know me, I'm always up for hitting things. And if it makes you feel better.
I'd rather not add my name to the list of people you've knocked on their asses. Thanks for coming by, Shepard. And don't worry about me. Whatever happens, I'll be there.
What's this area of the ship?
The gunnery control station. The ship's batteries are controlled from here. The Combat Information Center operators send targeting information here. The CIC decides who to shoot. Gunnery control decides how to shoot.
Anyway, before we go to our next mission, Sax, I think we need some help. I need some help from you. Now, as you see, we've also got some nice new fishies. Only one model ship mission, but we'll probably pick up on our next area. But what we wear to our next mission, Sax, we wear something a bit more, trying to more fit in with Omega. Or something a bit more flashy and showy. Which one do we wear, Sax? This one? Or this one? Got this option one here. What, this one? Oh, the showy dress, okay. Supposed to be more earlier, but yeah, we can wear this one. It blends in a bit more of Omega, because we're going to Omega next. To Omega! Stretch.
Please tell me you have something for me.
Have you seen what's in these packages?
Why? Did you find something untoward? Certainly nothing worth getting worked up about.
This information could weaken Arya's organization. You better be sure it's safe before you take it anywhere.
I'm touched. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. Shall we get back to business?
Why do you want information about one of Arya's men?
It's not for me. A lot of people want a leg up on Arya, and they'll pay a lot of credits to get it. If onto or Arya found out, I'd be ruined. Or killed.
You're lucky I'm in a good mood.
You? I can see it now, my friend. You are not one to be trifled with. Shall we return to business?
I found the package your contact left on the Citadel.
Very nicely done, my friend. And as I promised, your reward.
I have the package from the drop point on Ilium.
Excellent. And here's your reward. Simple as that. I really appreciate what you've done, friend. I'll toss in something extra for your trouble. Great doing business with you, Shepard.
Delicious, delicious credits!
End.
Yes, that's what I want. Heavy ordnance. Don't want any of this. Pardon me. Nope. Hold on, where's the... I need to double check something very quickly. Oh, what a, I'm a piece I'm missing is Tachanka. God damn it.
Come on, let me in.
What do you need? An Asari fugitive is hiding out here. She's an Ardat Yakshi. We need to find her.
I knew it. Nothing leaves a body quite so empty as an Ardat Yakshi does.
You haven't taken steps to kill her?
Why would I? She hasn't tried to seduce me. Her last victim was a young girl. Pretty thing. Lived in the tenements near here. That's where I started looking.
Thanks for the help.
Good luck finding her. Better luck catching her.
Come on, let me in.
months left until the entertainment event of the century, Becky Burlesque. Join the Gadgetash and his sexy sextet as they light up the afterlife and soothe the savage beasts of Omega.
Are you here about my daughter? My nephew died a week ago and no one seems to care. The medics said it was a brain hemorrhage, but that's not true. It was murder. Someone killed my nephew, my baby.
I'm looking into your daughter's death.
Are you one of Arya's people?
I'm working for Arya. Are you ready to answer my questions?
I don't care if Arya sent you. You're asking about my nephew. That's what matters. No one else on this hellhole station gives a damn that my nephew is dead. If you can do something about it, I'll help you however I can.
Did your daughter have a lot of friends?
A lot, no. She was shy. Spent most of her time off neighbors' cultures, hanging out with friends. Something did change in the last few weeks, though. She started talking about an Asari. Morinth. I see. I didn't like her. She kept dragging meth out to clubs, and I'm pretty sure she gave my daughter drugs.
Samara, does Morinth control her victims with drugs?
She controls them through sheer will. The drugs are just a lifestyle. She loves the club, loves the base. She's a hedonist.
So this Morinth did hurt my daughter? Is she the one that...
I will bring justice to the one that did this.
Once we have all the facts, we'll decide on a course of action.
If you find the person that hurt my nephew, kill her. Or tell me where she is and I'll kill her.
What kind of a person was this Morinth?
I never met her. But Neff talked about her like she was a queen. You'd swear there was no one else alive when she talked about Morinth.
That sounds familiar.
Did Neff hang out anywhere in particular?
She was always quiet working here at home. A few weeks ago, she started going out all the time. To the VIP area of that club down the street. I think you need a password or something to get in there. The change was so sudden. She just seemed tired and distracted when she wasn't around Morinth.
What kind of a girl was your daughter?
My nephew had a fire inside her. She was shy, but she was creative and driven and the best girl a mother could hope for.
She was creative. How so?
She was a sculptor. Several galleries.
This is a reminder. Chadwick's tea.
Alexa, stop, Chadwick! Chadwick! Chadwick, I say hi to Sax before you go give your tea? BRB, someone's hungry for his tea. Don't worry, we're not ending yet. We're going to finish this quest first.
Do you mind if I examine Neff's room?
I don't want to disturb her. Clothes, art, sculptures, everything is the way she left it. The way it will always be. My baby is gone. She's gone. And nothing will fix that. Why did this happen? She never hurt anybody.
We need to look in your daughter's room. Nothing will be disturbed.
I'll try. But if my investigation requires it, I'll do what I have to do.
Please try. For me. Please.
I'll examine her things.
Neff, I'm sending you this hologram by the Elcor artist Forta. His work. Fine. Don't stare at it too long or you may go mad. I don't want anything bad to happen to you, love. I can't wait to hear what you think of Forta. Neff made that. Tempest Gallery offered me 4 years' salary for it.
Read the oldest entry.
Hey, diary. Cycle 34, orbit 671. There's a lot to talk about. I dropped Jarut's name, and they let me into the VIP room at Afterlife. I was sure everyone was staring at me. Then the most beautiful Asari starts dancing near me. She moves like water, form and volume, but shifting, changing. I'm in a trance, and I'm dancing with her. Later, we went for
Tennis.
I'm supposed to see her again tomorrow.
Read the middle entry.
Cycle 36, orbit 671. Am I a freak? Morinth is a girl like me, and she's definitely not human. Just only dance, and the helix is flowing through me. The way she looks at me, with a hunger, a longing. No one's ever looked at me like that. We kissed tonight.
Read the newest entry.
Cycle 42, orbit 67. She's going to take me to her apartment tonight. Whatever happens, I want to be with her forever. She can sell my pieces. We can live somewhere glamorous, like the women in Vanya that Vin Morinth likes. How does this help me? I'm just dumb trash from Omega.
Close the hollow journal.
This is Morinth's work. She's attracted to artists and creators. Someone with a spark, slightly isolated from their peers. She impresses with sophistication and sex appeal. Then she strikes. The hunt interests her as much as the conquest.
She kills with sex, and I have no plans to sleep with her.
Perhaps you have a right to be glib, Shepard, but caution is wise here. Morinth speaks to you on many levels. Her body tells you of such opening unimaginable ecstasy. Her scent evokes emotions long hidden. Her eyes promise you things you were always scared to ask of another. Her voice whispers to you after she is done speaking.
She sounds like my kind of Asari.
You joke, Shepard, but for all your might, you will be in great danger. Storming her
Sure.
will be a mistake.
Excuse me, no. Excuse me, no.
Disappear for 50 years or more. This is the closest I've ever been.
Come here, Stinky.
You sound like you're working your way toward an idea.
Afterlife's VIP section.
What's this?
Hunting ground. You must go there alone and unarmed.
I'm walking into this place with no gun and no backup.
I will be in the shadows watching, Shepard. You will never be alone. This I swear. But you cannot.
He's trying to. He was on the laptop again.
She'd simply disappear. This is a subtle.
No, no. Stay here with me. Come here. You like the Strokes?
She'll come after me.
No, not again.
She'll certainly flee if she catches sight of me.
Stop it.
She won't be able
Stinky.
to resist you.
Come here.
You are an artist on the battlefield. You have the vital spark that attracts her. Your power will draw her in.
Don't bit me. Come here. Stinky bum. Come here, Stinky. Don't bit.
Time's wasted. Let's get over there.
I agree.
Oh boy.
We'll talk more once we're there.
Hey, do you mind? No, you weren't ready to see why I asked about the outfit.
The Shepard Scholarship has gone into effect, targeting low-income children on Earth. We're the most famous human in the galaxy.
What do you want?
Someone told me the rest of Afterlife's nothing compared to this place.
Sounds like a smart place. Who was it?
Jarut.
Go on in. Word to the wise.
Jarut, Sunfire.
Someone attacks you, it's okay to defend yourself.
When you are face to face, subtly encourage her to invite you to her apartment. I'll follow discreetly, and when you are alone, I'll spring the trap. Yes, until I get there, you are in
How can I spark her interest when I'm not even talking to her?
Courage or suicidal bravery could attract her. Hurt someone in defense and she will be excited. But pick a fight and she'll be bored. Show skill at working smoothly through a nightclub crowd. She will be intrigued. She'll want you the moment she sees you. The rest is just a matter of overpowering her caution.
How do I convince her to take me home?
She loves strength, directness, and vigor. Modesty, chivalry, or meekness frustrate her. Violence excites her. You've killed Shepard. She'll like that.
Getting her alone and getting in her sway. That'll require careful timing.
I will be near, and I will come for you, Shepard. Trust me, as I trust you.
Okay. What other things have we learned about Morant that can help us here?
According to Neff's journal, Morant likes dancing while on a drug called Halax. Neff's journal mentioned a vid called Vayenya. It seemed to have something to do with glamorous women. Morant sent Neff a note saying she likes the Elcor artist Porta. Well, Shepard, that's everything we know.
Let's get started.
Shepard, we only get one chance at this. Any mistake and Morant will disappear. If you're the least bit unsure, come talk to me. I will wait here. And Shepard, thank you. I do not share this burden easily, and you are the only soul I can imagine sharing it with.
Hey, do you know where to get tickets for Expel 10? I heard this amazing Asari say they were her favorite band. I just want whatever she wants. I gotta find tickets. Expel 10 is playing tomorrow.
She sounds amazing. Is she here?
She was here a couple of days ago talking about the band. She's here a lot. When she comes back, I'm gonna have tickets.
What kind of music do they play?
They're a sensory band. Like, they go all into you and make you feel things. And this Asari digs them like you wouldn't believe. I can score way out of my league, you know? You gotta help me.
I'm ready to punch someone, and you're too close.
Relax, relax. It's cool. I'll step off.
Oh. Are you still here?
Lots of money on good cred hunting tonight. Hit him in the alley. As long as it isn't one of Arya's people, we're good. We gotta get enough creds to keep him off our backs. Hey, what are you looking at?
A pair of sad losers who think they're something, and are about to find out they're not.
Who's gonna show us that? You? You think she's tough.
Tougher than you.
No thanks. You're an interesting one.
I guess they'll let anybody in here now. No standards anymore.
Can you back that up? We go out to the alley, only one of us comes back in.
I'm just trying to have a drink here. No need to get all excited. Damn.
watching you. You're the most interesting person in this place. I've got a booth over here in the shadows. Why don't you come sit with me? Some nights I come
Sure.
here, there's no one interesting to talk to. Some nights, there's just one person. Tonight it's you. Why is that?
I know what I like.
Do you?
What do you think of the music here?
Dark rhythms, violent pulses. It stirs something primitive in me. What about you?
I'm curious about a band called Expel 10.
They get in my head and tear it to pieces. They're in concert soon. Maybe we should go together. You can lose yourself in the music here.
Oh, sorry, darling.
There are ways to
You
enhance
okay?
that, you know?
What do you think of Hallex?
It slithers through my soul. Seems like
Excuse me, darling. I said, come here then. Good boy. Hello, Bobby.
What about you?
Do you know the artist Forta?
I didn't think anyone around
Say,
here knew him.
come here.
Sublime.
Say,
Art comes in many varieties. I've seen bids that
Say
were more
hello,
powerful
Shep.
than a sculpture sitting in a gallery.
say.
Do you know Vayenya?
My favorite. The two actresses on it are so glamorous.
I'll have to watch it.
Maybe we could do that together.
Don't stay. Don't run off.
I've traveled all over the galaxy.
Excuse me, darling.
Doesn't it?
Not there, please.
Real travel means going to dangerous places.
Where you can see and do things most people can't imagine.
Excuse me, darling.
When I travel, I find myself drawn to dark, dangerous places.
Violent places.
Violence is the surest expression of power.
Violence is a means to an end. Power is that end.
Do you want to get out of here? My apartment is nearby and I want you alone.
You're done. He's on my lap. He's trying to watch Pokemon. We watch Pokemon after stream's finished, you silly boy. Anyway, it's mission time. Before we chat with Monster, we gotta explore around.
Have a Hallex if you want. But wouldn't you rather have all your senses be clear and sharp right now?
Excuse me, daddies.
You see it in your opponent's eyes. He knows you're better. He's going to die.
Don't try and land and bite me, you little sod pot. No. 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 Abusive. He's abusive. Excuse me.
A gift from a suitor. The statue had more personality than he did. Still, he impressed me enough that he finally got what he wanted. He didn't end. I love any game where your opponent can believe he is about to win just before you kill him.
Oh, I know them type of games. I like playing that game too.
I love clubs. People, movement, heat. I can still hear the bass of the drums of a great hunt out for your blood. Here, it's muted, and you're safe. What you want, Shepard? I'd rather
Fuck no.
hide. Yes, better to take control of the fate. I've never understood the fascination with safety. Some of us choose differently. Independence over submission. I think we share that, you and I.
You compare us, but you're nowhere near my league.
So strong. I need this. Look into my eyes and tell me you want me. Tell me you'd kill for me. Anything I want.
Yeah, you screwed up.
Victim you were hoping for.
But you, who are you? Oh no, I see what's going on. The bitch herself, and you'll help her.
Lauren.
Mother.
Do not call me that. I can't choose to stop being your daughter. Mother. You made your choice long ago. What choice? My only crime was being born with the gifts you gave me! Enough, Moran! I am the genetic destiny of the Asari. They are not ready to reveal this. So I must die. You are a disease to be purged. Nothing more. I'm as strong as she is. Let me join you. I am already sworn to help you, Shepard. Let us finish this.
Sax! Who do we kill? Who do we kill, Sax? Sax! This is a renegade run after all.
Horns will be more useful to me. You will regret your choice.
Will I?
Goodbye, mother.
We saved Billie Eilish! So that's a joke because the actress who plays Samara and the voices for...
You don't seem to care at all about the death of your mother.
Why should I? She was dead to me long ago. But I'll keep her alive for you so you don't have any complications with your crew. I'm a dead ringer from my native mother. Few people can tell us apart.
And I've practiced long and hard to mimic her in every way.
Have you absorbed your mother's powers?
Don't be silly. I have a wide range of talents beyond my biotic abilities. Acting is one. It took years to perfect, but when I was younger, posing as my mother brought its advantages. How do you think I originally escaped from this?
Let me just slip into this horrible uniform, and none will be the ones.
Let's go.
This is the moment.
It's time! Chadwick! Chadwick, don't be a toad. Give you a minute. I want to go get Chad off the keyboard. Because you gotta lock it. Come on, naughty boy. Yeah, he not locked the keyboard, that's good. You little sod pot. And he had his power nap and now decided to be a toad. Sorry, Sax, I had to unlock that dominate power. It's not that I want, that's set for future playthroughs if we get to unlock it. But this is not the hardness of the max hardness of Shep.
Samara seems different since you helped her on Omega. She won't talk to me anymore. I'm concerned the death of her daughter has left her emotionally unstable.
The death of a loved one is always hard to comprehend, even if you wanted them dead.
Well, I hope she'll hold up for the rest of the mission. Anyway, how may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else?
That'll be all.
Good luck out there, Shepard.
Let's go check on Samara and everyone, and then we'll think about getting to the end of this episode. And then next time, Jane Shepard's probably going to commit one of the worst crimes ever, to a point that even I'm going to fucking hate her. We're going to be seeing Jane Shepard at her worst. Hmm? Was that max level? Is 30 the max level? I think I hit the max level, so... Hey, Mom.
How do you like my look, Shepard? Convincing? No one has a clue about Mother. It remains our little secret.
You've been through a lot.
I'm always fine, Shepard. I learned hundreds of years ago to look out for myself.
How do you handle such a solitary life?
I get lonely at times. I never really feel the love of another, at least not for long. I don't suppose there's anything I can do about that. But I want you to know something. My lovers spent their last moments experiencing pleasure you can't imagine. Like Nev. She died because her nervous system overloaded with an ecstasy so great she couldn't...
Why tell me this?
It's just something to think about. You're unique. You've lived through the impossible. If anyone could survive, now's not the time.
What do you think of Normandy's crew?
They're an interesting bunch, but they're not you.
You're so different from your mother.
She was a terrible mother. She did her duty with precision and care, but no love. She taught us how to honor the goddess, to be good Asari. She even tried to teach us the value of self-denial. I was a bit of a disappointment.
Some people take it hard when they disappoint their parents.
My mother disappointed me too, and my opinion is the one that matters. She was happy to lead a life devoid of pleasure and then die. But you die with or without honor, you're still dead. Take the pleasures you're offered.
Isn't it risky speaking in your own voice, Morin?
I've spent centuries being discreet, dealing with any bug or probing eye. I've made sure that Edie can't listen in. We're safe here. I just want to be myself with you, Shepard.
What do you think of our mission?
The Collectors are dangerous. I know I'd like them gone. Once that's accomplished, maybe you and I could celebrate.
I should go.
So soon? Well, don't stay away too long.
So, Kelly's... No, I think Chadwick just switched off the keyboard, little bugger. Chadwick!
Have a few minutes to talk?
Of course, Shepard. Join me.
I've been thinking about you.
And I, you. Will you hear my confession, Siha?
Last time we talked like this, you said you'd explain what Siha means.
I need to explain myself to you first. When I married Irika, the Hanar let me leave their service to raise a family, but I had no other skills, so I freelanced. When Irika was killed, I pursued those responsible. Once I'd eliminated them, I had no goal. I accepted the Dantius commission because I didn't know what else to do.
I guess you're lucky we came along when we did.
It was an intervention by the gods. I would have died in that penthouse. I would have fulfilled my contract. If Nasana's guards caught me afterwards, it would have been a good death. But someone else was pushing to reach the target, forcing me to move faster, challenging me. I had to reach her first.
You're alive because I wounded your pride?
Pride is the line between a professional and a thug. But I met another Siha. Few are privileged to meet even one.
You still haven't told me what a Siha is.
One of the warrior angels of the goddess Arashu. Fierce in wrath. A tenacious protector. I confess, I've come to care for you. Perhaps I'm being foolish. We are very different.
I'm not sure we know each other well enough to call it love. But I feel something for you too. Something more than friendship.
I've never felt affection for another species. I'm not sure what to do now.
We'll just have to figure it out.
I look forward to the memories. Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
You needn't ask. Time for me is short, Siha. But any I have is yours to take.
How are you feeling?
No worse than ever. You needn't worry. And you are well?
No need to worry about me. How are you holding up?
I'm looking forward to the end of the mission. It has been many years since I felt I could relax anyway.
I spent 2 years dead. Every moment seems irreplaceable now.
I spent 10 years dead. I understand the feeling. Strange that I should only reawaken now, when there is so little time left.
Hey,
got a minute? I have to admit, Thane has a certain mystique about him. He's not my type, but I get it. He really likes you, though. Those big black eyes of his go aflutter when he talks about you. It must have been really hard for Samara to ask you to help kill her own daughter. Though I've noticed, Samara's not exactly acting like herself lately. Not that I'd mention that to anyone else. I'm glad to hear Thane and his son are back in touch. It'll be hard, but I think they'll be fine. Come back later. I'm sure I'll have more to talk about.
Sex.
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Can it wait for a bit? I'm in the middle of some calibrations.
Oh, I don't want to talk to me now.
I'll be here if you need me.
He doesn't want to talk to me anymore. Double check my emails. Ted, what you doing? Sleepy boy? No, nothing to say. One of a few shows got nothing to say, but I doubt it. I say we're going to be ending very shortly though, so...
This mission takes me back. I've done a lot of crazy things, but I never tried to take on a thresher maw on foot before. Standard operating procedure when you get a thresher maw is run the hell away. Pick up sticks, move the hell out. Krogan don't know any better, I guess. Still, hell of a fight. I knew this girl once, Asari. Good head on her shoulders. We had this whole thing going, until she sold me out to the blubber. Put a sour note on the relationship. I should let you go. Talk more later.
Anyway, I'm going to go complete my armor set, but I'll be doing that off stream. But whilst we're getting ready to do that, if you're watching this on YouTube, hit the like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications, for some tricks, give us a follow and a subscription if you can. I am going to be setting up a raid. Sax? Sax, you still here? Is Tamsin still on? Yep. Okay, I'm gonna be raiding her. I will see you guys next time as we do the dark version of the Overlord DLC, and I'm gonna hate every single second of it. Anyway, see you guys next time. Bye bye. Oh, good boy. He would tell you what to come say goodbye, bless him.